the changes to the AP exams. All of this is online. If you go to apcoronavirusupdates.collegeboard.org, you're going to see a link that says Taking AP Exams Online. And it's going to have everything you need in regards to AP Government and AP Macroeconomics. So this year's AP exams are going to be open book and open note. However, even though they say that, if you get bogged down trying to look up answers and trying to look through your notes too much, you're just simply going to run out of time. They're giving you 25 minutes for this argumentation essay. There's been some changes to that. I'll explain that in a second. There's some good changes to that. And then they're going to give you 15 minutes for the concept application question. So if you get hit with a concept that you are not real strong on, you're not going to be able to just simply put something together really fast by looking through the book or looking through your notes. In other words, you still got to prepare for this thing. You're still going to have to study. You're still going to have to know this stuff cold. The good news is it's only units 1 through 3, so that cuts out 4 and 5. That's about 40% of the course right there. And the other good news is we're almost done with this content, so there really shouldn't be anything that you're particularly weak on. All right, and we'll get to later, my reviews for this and some of the other videos I'll put up for review as well, which will help you guys. But the point being is, even though they say open book and open note, take that with a grain of salt, because given the time constraints, you're just not going to be able to get bogged down trying to look some things up. All right. If you scroll to, you just click that link there. This is going to be this shows you the schedule right here. So government and politics is going to be Monday, May 11th. All right. We are Eastern time, so it's looking like it's going to be 4 p.m. So make sure you make note of that. And then AP Macroeconomics, Thursday, May 21st. And again, that's looking like 4 p.m. If you come down here to History and Social Sciences, you're going to find AP Gov. Here it is right here. You're going to find AP Macroeconomics right here. Let's start with AP Gov. So exam timing, they're saying that students will have 25 minutes to read and respond to question 1, and then 5 minutes to upload their response. After uploading the response to question 1, students will have 15 minutes to respond to question 2, with 5 additional minutes to upload their response to question 2. Once their response to question 1 has been submitted, they cannot go back to it. This is how they're weighting each one of those essays. So they're giving the argumentation essay 60% of the grade, and then they're giving the concept application essay 40% of the grade. All right. They have altered it looks like they have altered the rubric for the argumentation essay. They've cut it down. So that whole part where you're supposed to address the opposing side's argument and then refute it, you don't have to do that. It's got the thesis, one piece of evidence from a foundational document, another piece of evidence from a foundational document, or just simply your knowledge of the American political system, and then reasoning to explain why both support the claim. So I think they're getting rid of, or they have gotten rid of, the refutation and the opposing argument. It looks like right here they've got, so they're saying row D, alternative perspective, is eliminated from this year's scoring. I'm going to let you go here yourself. You can click on the scoring guidelines. They're eliminating that part right here, okay? And then here they're telling you, units 1 through 3, and then what's not included, 4 and 5. The second part is the concept application. You've written a lot of these. You've probably written more of these than anything. Now, the good news with the argument essay, a lot of teachers are freaking out right now. They don't teach this till the end. The reason being is it's a very cumulative essay. It requires knowledge of a lot of stuff throughout the entire course. I try to get the essays, all of them, introduced early in my course. So the fact that you've already written one of these, you're kind of ahead of the game. So that's good. Concept application. This would be like that one you wrote where it was opioid use in West Virginia, and then what can the federal government do? What can the states do? That you've written a lot of those concept application questions, so I feel pretty comfortable there. Going forward, All we're doing in this class is writing argumentation essays and concept application essays. That's it. There's not going to be any multiple choice. I'm not going to get into any of the other essays. It just simply doesn't make sense. We're just going to focus on these. All right. If you go to AP Macroeconomics, again, you got the 45 minutes. They're saying question 1 is going to be 55% of the exam. Question 2, 45% of the exam. Okay. Question 1, they're saying the question name, 2 short free response questions. Question 1 draws from the same skills assessed on traditional AP exams with the exception that students will not be expected to submit graphs on the 2020 exam. So you're not drawing the graphs. The content of the exam is restricted to what is covered in Units 1 through 5 of the course, not Unit 6. Unit 6 is a lot of that Forex stuff. Question 2 draws on the same skills assessed on traditional AP exams, with the exception that students will not be expected to submit graphs on the 2020 exam. So again, you're just not drawing graphs. It looks like they really have not changed the test much at all. It's the long essay and then 2 short free response questions. 55% is going to be the 2 short free response, 45% the long essay. I don't know if they're going to provide more information about how you answer these questions without using the graph, but we'll hopefully they'll come out with a little bit more details. This is kind of important right here. While students will not need to submit graphs on the 2020 exam, we encourage students to have scrap paper available, as sketching out a graph may be helpful in answering the questions. That is, yeah, for sure. As on the traditional exam, questions on the 2020 AP Macroeconomics exam are designed such that required calculations can be done with a pencil and paper with no calculator required. However, unlike the traditional exam, use of a simple 4-function calculator, either physical or digital, is allowed. So good for you, guys. There you go. Such calculators are freely available as apps and computers and phones. You guys have calculators on your phones and stuff like that. There you go. Okay, one thing, so they did this basically webinar with us where a lot of teachers logged in, and one of the representatives from the College Board talked with us. They addressed a lot of stuff. One of the things they really put a lot of emphasis on is, okay, if this thing's open note and open book, well, what is considered cheating? And essentially, if you go and you seek out answers from somebody else, you are cheating. They are going to run these tests through plagiarism software and stuff like that. They're taking the cheating part very seriously. I think that's why they're throwing a lot at you in 45 minutes, so that you don't have much time to go somewhere else to try and get answers. Point being, just they're telling you it's open book, it's open note. I would leave it at that. I would not try and get on Reddit or something like that. That is cheating. Don't do it. Okay. And if you copy something or try to do something like that, again, they're gonna run this stuff through some software. And then they said there's some other things they're doing as well that are confidential, where they're gonna try and catch cheaters. It's totally not worth it. They will report that to. They will report you to all colleges and so forth. Just don't go there. All right. What you want to do between now and May, and look, here's the thing: you got a lot of time. I mean, we're still almost looking like 6.5 weeks out from that AP Macroeconomics test. That's a lot of time to prepare for this stuff. You're still 5 weeks out from that AP Government exam. We're finishing up content the week after spring break. We're going to spend all that time just making sure you guys know this stuff cold. Point being is, when you see these prompts, if you've done what I've told you to do, you're not going to feel like you need to go digging in a book or get online or something like that. All right. Let me know if you have any questions about this stuff. I'm going to get into some stuff over spring break. It's your choice whether or not you decide you want to do any kind of review over spring break. If you want to take spring break for you and just relax and do your thing, that's totally fine. I am going to be uploading some videos daily, so just check back frequently in Canvas and then check on my YouTube channel, and you'll see them there.